Today agenda of this session is we are going to discuss the Java collection topics set and other map. Okay, so we have a map, and under the map we have like a hash map and hash table. So then after we can move to playwright concept called how to maximize our browser using playwright, and also the topic called alerts. So basically, if you access any websites, so we used to get the some kind of alerts pop up, right? So how we are going to handle with the playwright, and also we have a concept called frames. Okay, so that our page has been designed like a multiple frame, so like multiple modules in terms of layman. So how we are going to handle the frame by using playwright. So these are the topics I'm going to cover today. So let's start that. First is set. Okay. Yeah. So set is an interface, as you know, right? It is a root interface from the collection, right? And it becomes so basically set does not allow. So as I told you, the all these collections and all those things, list and sets, right? So because we are going to store the data, okay, we are going to store the data onto the collection, so which can be like a list or set. Okay, but how? So when? Okay, so how we are going to store, that is the one point. So we are creating object, and we are adding the methods of add method onto the elements. Okay, so we are adding the by using the add methods. So there are some kind of predefined methods are described in the collection, specific collections. Okay, so based on that, storage capability and methods and the categories of data storage. So based on that, it will be divided to a list and set. Okay, so the most of the interview question is like when to use the list, when to use a set. So based on that, the implementation. So what exactly that set will allows or set it does. So based on the implementation definition, we should take that a decision to like when to choose this set or list. So I want to add the elements. Okay, so I want to add element. So creating a has set. So this is what like creating a has set or a has set. Okay, creating a has set. Now what we are going to do? We are going to add, right? Add the values. Add adding a values. Let adding a values. Adding a elements. Add elements. So how to add an element? So we have to choose this particular reference. What is the reference here? Set is a reference. So the reference dot. So we have all those methods. You see add method, size method. So which are there? I told you, right? Which are there here. Okay. So these are the predefined methods. So add method, adding element. Okay. Get method. So help to randomly access the element. Okay. Size, return the length of it list or size. Okay. Clear the. So you want to remove all the list from that elements. You can remove it. So specific remove. Okay. So content, you can check that a specific element is contained or not. So all those predefined methods are there. So we are calling those and we are using that. Okay. So to do that adding elements, so there is a add method. So you can add that value. Okay. So what type of value you can add? So we are mentioned that string type of value. Just I'm adding a Ravi. Okay. So student information. I'm adding a student information, and also we can add a Ramesh. So there are two elements are added, and as I told you, so what are the main objective for this data structure? Okay, so let's discuss here. The first point is set. Set does not. Okay, set does not allow duplicates elements. Okay, duplicates value or elements. Okay, so let's I'm adding a one more one right now. All two values which are added, so those are unique, which are not duplicate. So let's add a one duplicate value by adding same name as a Ramesh. Okay, so now let's see that, and I will print that set. Okay, so now I'm printing the set. So just this out and set values. Set values are, so now we can provide the set, the reference. So by the way, we can print the value. So now you can see that, please observe. So following the first rule, okay, whether it is following or not. So what we have done, so we added a one name is uh, Ravi, and after that we added it Ramesh. So now another Ramesh is added. So these two are duplicate values which are we are going to add. But what is the behavior architecture of this one? Set does not allow the duplicate value. Even if you enter the duplicate value, it will not store. That means, okay. So let's see that. So let me add this, run this program now, and right now it should print only Ravi and Ramesh. Okay, so Ravi and Ramesh. But how many values which we added? So we added three values, and that Ramesh is added two times, which is duplicate. But even a behavior of this data structure, it does not allow the duplicate value. So that is the case. So Ravi and Ramesh only added in the set. Okay, so that is the main thing. And next one is moving on to next one. So what is that? Next one is it does not maintain, right? It does not maintain insertion order. Okay, insertion order. So what is meant by the insertion order, right? Suppose like if I add, okay, if I add a username, okay, Arun. Okay, if I add a username Arun. Okay, so insertion order how we follow? So first is Ravi, then Ramesh, then Arun, right? So, but it does not maintain the insertion order. But list will maintain the insertion order, but set does not maintain insertion order. So our next string should be here Arun, right? So as we added in the order, okay. So after first is Ravi, and these are duplicate. We will consider one because it does not allow duplicate. Second one is Ramesh, and third one is Arun. So basically, if it is follow that insertion order, so that order should be Ravi, Ramesh, Arun. But as per this data structure, okay, as per the behavior of the set does not maintain the insertion order. Okay, so which means it does not have how you added that order will not maintain. It has a some kind of order. Okay, so that is a ascending order basically. Okay, by default is ascending order. Let's run this one and we can see that. Yeah. So not only the insist order, it is a default order. You see, Ravi is there, then after Arun, then after Ramesh. It does not maintain order, insertion order. How we inserted that order is not maintained. So, so based on this data structure, so when to choose that set. So suppose in our real time when you are doing automation, so that time, so we need to consider these two implementation or two behavior of the set. Set does not allow duplicate. Okay, so when you are using this particular when to use means, so there is a some automation test case, so it should not pick up a duplicate value. Even it has a duplicate value, it should not pick up. So that time we have to use. Okay, first thing. Second thing is it does not maintain insertion order. Okay, a random order must be there. So that time only we have to choose. So basically, when to use in Playwright, right? So we have a drop down list. Okay, so in the we have a drop down list, and we can get all the list of the values. Okay, so even after we have a duplicate, we should not take the duplicate values. So that time we can use it. Okay, so that is the way it will be. And so what are the other functions like? So just now we created, right, and how to add the elements we have seen, right? So let's see that removing as well some kind of functions. Okay, set dot. removing element. So set dot remove. So you can specify the object. So what object you want to remove? Okay, so what object you want to remove? So I'll remove that object is Ramesh. Okay, and again you can print that after done the operations again print the set. Okay, so in that order now Ravi and Arun should be there and Ramesh is removed. The action we have taken that remove method. Okay, the remove method will the remove the Ramesh in the set. Okay, yes, yeah. So this is the one, and next one is iterating. Okay, I want to iterate through HashSet. Iterator is there, as we know, right? How to iterate the values. Let me show you that HashSet. So there is a one kind of one interface is there for iterating element. Okay, traversing the elements on the particular collection. Okay, it is a this iterator. Okay, this iterator will help to iterate the values from the uh, any collection. So which means it can be set or list, right? So itr dot okay, and what is a collection? Collection reference we have to provide, and there is a iterator. Okay, set iterator. So what it does is this on top of the set. So this is my set, right? And it has this Ravi and Arun. So on the set, we are iterating the element one by one. So that iterator method which take you to iterate. And the condition we are checking that whether this iterator has the element, okay, has a next in the sense, okay, it has the elements, it has the data. Okay, then you can print out the values. So iterator, because I'm writing the double quotation, iterator way looping. Loop that loop and print the data. So here we have a method called iterator. Okay, iterator dot next. So there are two methods here. In the interview, they will ask that what is the purpose of the methods has next and the next. So let me add that and I will explain. So here after initiating like initializing the iterator object, okay, so how to initiate the iterator object on top of the collection? So set is a collection, we have a method called iterator, so the reference will come. Okay, so on that reference, so we have a has next which will check that element is existing. Okay, the set has the elements, yes, it will true. Okay, which becomes true, it has elements in it which become true. So when it is true, then it will come into here, okay, inside the while loop. So this next method what it does is it will just make the pointer in the Arun place. Okay, okay, Arun place, sorry, Ravi place. Okay, this is a set, and we have a value Ravi and Arun. So that has next what it does, the very beginning time the cursor will be in the Ravi place and it will be print that. So then after it will go again check that next element has next. Okay, the next element is okay, it is there. Okay, the has next will perform in the collection on top of the index level, and it will the cursor will move to the next level. That is called iterator next. This iterator next will print the next element, and has next will check that whether element next element is exist or not. So that is the difference. Okay, yeah, I think that's all about, and yeah, so this is a way we can implement the iterator through. So there is another way by using the for loops. Okay, for each loop or for each loop, yeah. So how to use this for each loop? Okay, it is a very simple, and as we know it, let me explain that. For and there is a colon. So here the for each loop, I mean giving you some syntax here. For is the keyword and followed by separation of the semicolon. In that first object or first element and second element. Okay. So what is the first element, second element? I will explain. So first is I will explain the second element. So second element must be a set. Okay, set or any list. Okay, so that is a reference of set. Okay, so on top of the set. Okay, so we are retrieving the one value. Okay, so that is a value. And what is the type? Type is a string type. Okay, type is a string type. So this is the way we can uh, this is the way we can like let me yeah so this is the way we can write the for each loop. Let me explain again. So as we know, so this is a set creation, set object creation, and what is the reference variable is a set. So set, this small set having all the set reference. So we want to loop in that for each loop. Second, after colon, there is a second value is a set reference or any collection reference, and we want to pick the values, one value first. So by using the iterator. And what is the type of string? String type is the set type is string. So string type value, the first value. Now we can print the values from here. So sys out and for loop way print the data. Str, not str, it is a value. So whatever the value is there, this one. Okay. The first half is the type of value and the reference value. Second half is what is the collection, or like what is a collection, or what is a list, whatever. Okay. So right now here it is set. So that is in the set. In the set, the first value will be printed. Again, it will check internally. The next element is there. The next element will be printed. So like that, the loop will iterate in the list of element on the set. Okay. So let me print this one, and we can see that. Let me add one more. Yeah. So let me print this one. Yeah. So now you can see that the iterator way print is Ravi and Aru. Similarly, the for loop way printed the value Ravi and Aru. Okay. Yeah. So this is the way which can explore the things on the set. Okay. So and how we are going to explain, or how we are going to use the automation side, right? So that I will cover in the framework design time. So before that, we have to practice kind of examples. Okay.